First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful light that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this your brother Dawab from the branch of GMS here in Chicago. Coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, hey, I got a picture of the coins. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. I just noticed this maybe about a couple of weeks ago. Never really paid attention to it. I mean, seriously never paid attention to it. And I'm quite sure a brother probably has done something on this or maybe even mentioned it in his videos, whether it's been, you know, in the past or the present. But I never, me and the guy was just sitting up here talking and wondering why are the heads of the nickel, the dime and the quarter facing one way and the head of Lincoln is facing the other way, you know, the copper penny. And, you know, we were sitting up here just thinking about it, and I was like, man, wait a minute. You know, that's interesting. So, you know, I decided to look it up. And what ended up happening is when I looked it up, it sits up here and says, you know, and I'll just get something on it. It says, now, this is just one of them. Now, whether it says PolitiFact. It says Abraham Lincoln's coin is copper because he ended slavery. The figures on the other U.S. coins face left because they turned their backs to him in protest. You know, now whether that's true or not, who knows? You know, but then there was another point that somebody made. It says the answer and explanation. Abraham Lincoln is facing right on the penny because the design was based on a picture where Lincoln was facing right. Artist Victor David Brenner created the coin based on a photograph of Lincoln taken in April of 1864 by photographer Anthony Berger. Now, only reason I sit up here and say, like I said before, and hey, forgive me on this, because truly, I never paid attention to it. You know, when I just put coins in my pocket, I really never pay attention to anything. I don't really waste my time looking at it. But this was the guy had, you know, we was just sitting up here talking, and we was like, man, wait, have you ever really paid attention? We had some coins in our hands, and he was like, have you ever paid attention to why they face it? And I said I never really did. It never really dawned on me. It never really, you know, mattered to me until he made that point, that statement. And like I said, this was like maybe a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, well, let me just look it up. It might be just something just to look up, you know. But now, the reason I sit up here, you know, and just bring this out as a lesson is because, you know what? All the stuff that Esau has done throughout the years, all the things, all his little hidden agendas, all his little hidden signatures, all the stuff that he's done, you know, whether it be, and this is not all the things, everything that we know, is just that he's been made bare. Now, whether it's true or not that the other presidents turned their backs on him, you know, because he ended slavery and all this other stuff, it's possible. You never know. Or it was just circumstance that he had his picture taken because he was facing right. Regardless of whatever, when you look at all the things that this damn devil has done, all his stuff is being made bare. So all the little things that this damn devil has did with it, with his logos, with his little hidden agendas in movies, hidden agendas in songs, all his little hidden agendas and all the little art that he creates and every other little thing. And whether this could be a hidden agenda itself, it could possibly be. I mean, you ask yourself, why did he make a copper penny with Lincoln compared to silver? Back in the day when they made the other coins with silver before they started diluting them down with other bullshit and metals, you know, why did they not make his face the same way? You know, so it does sort of kind of bring an argument. But with that, man, I'm not going to hold that too much. I just want to bring out one scripture on that. And then there was one other point that I want to make with that penny. But the scripture I want to sit up here and bring out was Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. And I just sit up here and made sort of a little quote on it. But I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brother and his neighbors, and he is not. But, you know, Esau is becoming bare. All the little stuff that he's done throughout the years, all the little things that people never paid attention to, all the little stuff that you see, the little secret stuff that's going on in Hollywood that's been going on that now has been made bare, and everybody been exposing it. You know, and little things like this. You know, whether the penny being in copper and the other pennies being of a silver or nickel plated or whatever the case may be, you know, all little things like this is making Esau bare because people are sitting up here noticing his agendas and all the other bullshit he's done throughout the years. And this devil is being picked apart. He's about to be tore apart too. You know, actually, it just makes me think of another scripture real quick. Salakia. I'm gonna get this one, then I'm gonna go to the other. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. I'm gonna really just go to the point. This 2 Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he now let it will let until he be taken out of the way, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's the whole point. This wicked is being revealed. He's being revealed with this truth first and foremost. But now people are seeing all the other little things that this damn devil has done. And like I said before, these things with the coins is just something that I was just thinking about. It's not really about the coins. It's really about that, hey, all these little hidden agendas, whether they made that copper coin because he freed the slaves and they turned it back on them. Hey, it could be true for all I know. All the other stuff in this world that this damn devil has done has been coming out to be true too. All the little things that people sit up here and push off for being not true. Hey, this damn devil has been made bare for the wicked piece of shit he is. And he's about to pay for it. Point blank, period. Now, there was one other thing I did look at too, and I'm quite sure, I think a brother might have posted this. I was looking at this, and it says brass burnt in a furnace. Now, I'm finna ask you something, and we all know, before I even get it, let me go to here. Let me go to Revelations chapter 1. And let me hear Revelation chapter 1. I just get straight to the point. Revelations 1:14. Revelations chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as flames of fire, and his feet was like unto fine brass, as if they were burned. If they were burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Now I'm finna ask you a question. How could you get now? Look, and as a matter of fact, this picture depicts everything. Look at this so-called black man. Even though he's neatly trimmed up, but look at the beard. Look at how it says brass, burnt brass. So regular brass to the left of us, and then burnt brass. Now look at that. So I'm finna, how in the hell does people sit up here and say, well, there's no color in the Bible. Well, God is not. Well, he's not. We don't look at color. But here it is. You got him painted as a so-called white man, a so-called pale face. But here it is when it states clearly in Revelation chapter 1, verse 14, 15, that he was burnt. His feet was like burnt brass. And if you look at the way brass is burnt, look at it. It looks like a nigger to me. It looks like the color of a Negro to me. So how could you come up with that pale flesh compared to what is shown right here? How could you look at that man's hair and it looks like wool, just like the wool off of a sheep? But here it is, you got this little silky, slick, long, effeminate Jeezy Rice, as brothers been calling him. And that's his hair. And it doesn't state nowhere in the scriptures that that's how his hair looked. Blonde, long and stringy, or whatever you want to call it. That was just another little thing I was thinking about with the scripture. I was like, man, you know what? I'm looking at the copper penny, and I'm like thinking to myself, how the hell do people, But hey, all the things that people have ignored in the scriptures, all that stuff is being made. All that stuff is being made available through the men out there on the highways and byways. For decades now, beginning with the apostles on down. Hey, Esau being made bare, man, and all the lies and all the other bullshit that's been coming out, all that stuff has been made bare. Everything has been, all the little false shit that they've been saying over the years, all that stuff been made bare. And people now people are seeing it, all the little lies, all the little stuff throughout history, even with these coins, whether it be true or not. It was just something that it just made me sit up here and just think and just look at and sit up here and search out, along with this brass, the burnt brass in the wool hair. But with that, man, hey, I hope this was just a little edifying. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash, Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth from around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the whole for that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Baba Ball and Anya Habatham Akim. Shalom.